now then.
Xenoblade. Head it out, newbie. I'll teach each segment's danger level from its color on the map, so don't be throwing your life away, alright? Alright. That's like you, I guess. You weren't there when I headed out last night, alright? Weren't you?
Hey.
Xenoblade. I found you the other day, and a weapon pops out of his belly. Now I will wield it now I will wield it in combat to honor my comrade died against him. Yeah. Oh, that's time, but almost anyway. Yes, we can talk to your car. What you got?
Yes?
Hi. Sure, yeah. Oh, have you come to see the town helper? That I'm sorry, what? You don't know what the town helper is? It's me, silly. I'm a mediator. But I started dabbling on the side. I teach weapon skills and offer equipment tips. Deliver wellness items, give life advice. Folks just started calling me the town helper. I kind of like it, to be honest. All right, I guess we are an actor. Or no, we did not. No, we did. It just we got achievements for that. Oh, by the way, in case you don't know, the Xenoblade Chronicles for the Wii also had achievements. I mean, yes, it came out in what? 2000. No, that came out in like 2011. I think. I could be wrong though. But it's definitely, it's definitely a newer game, so it does make sense. Oh.
Sir.
Xenoblade, that's right. If you use your collectibles in your Collectopedia, you're in rewards. Yep, that's also in the original Xenoblade. Okay, let's get over here. I discovered. Man, Summer Maintenance Center. All right. I don't think we'll go here yet. Oh, how about let's follow the air? I think yeah. Where's the big dog? Wait. Yeah. Gotta turn around. Oh yeah, right here. I forgot we entered through the side door. Oh, I keep forgetting you don't really have any sprint. Yep. You know, I'm always thinking it's the big front doors that's on the helipad. All right. Alrighty.
Commander Vanden.
We have returned.
Well, now look what the cat dragged in.
How you doing?
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less.
We kinda did.
That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
Swim mission complete. Swim mission chapter 2. We know the rest. Alright. You installed results. You installed the Data Pro and completed your training. Alright. I mean, we couldn't. I mean, like, the other option was to drag it. Was either to drag it away from base, or drag it away from the colony, or drag it to the colony and let the mech shoot at it. Which I probably would have dragged it to the colony and let the mech shoot it, or at least left it there. Said, oh, by the way, there is this little like tyrant hanging out, and maybe you should get a mech to deal with it, or get some higher level opponent, or get some higher level blades. But you know, us fighting it was fine. I confirm. Complete. Alright, what's next?
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
Huh.
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked him to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the Rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
Ah, I'm the
In
blind.
a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow?
Yeah,
Not much for conversation, are you?
maybe.
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
All right. Do we ask for information or do we just go? I almost said A. That was a close one. Yeah, let's ask about divisions. Be absolutely sure.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields.
Alright.
Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right?
Maybe.
There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions.
Ah, the Dark Companies.
Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Alright.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission.
Alright.
It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
Alright.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Yep.
Okay, next up, Interceptors.
I guess they kill things.
Akalov and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen?
Yeah.
This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty. Protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira.
Alright.
Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads. They escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Alright. Interesting.
Next
Oh, I
are the
think.
Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett?
Yeah.
The Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn?
Ooh.
He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense.
Ah.
They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigen that moves.
Alright. But some people will do
And
that.
you got your Reclaimers.
With all recovering stuff, right?
These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done.
Alright. That seems
Until
interesting.
we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable.
Yep. Just stuff, all the new stuff.
Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Alright.
Next, Curators.
Research?
Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory,
Yeah, I was going to that.
bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it.
Ah.
It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigents.
Next? All right, prospectors.
Resources?
Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive.
Alright.
And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Yep.
Next up, outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Ooh.
Finally, the mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public.
Alright.
Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators.
Your local sheriff.
It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
Alright.
Alright, so I think that's all 8 divisions.
Okay, I would say yes.
Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate.
Alright, can I switch between divisions?
Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like.
Oh, okay.
So there's really no reason to stress about this. Alright, you ready to choose?
There's a couple. There's a couple I can do. There's a couple I want to think about. The recon people where they plant probes, maybe the defense people, maybe the mediators even. It'd be cool to be one of those people that, what were they called? The people that work with the arms manufacturers and then maybe test some stuff out. I don't know. Let's decide. Yeah, not that.
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
Okay, yeah, I should have looked at it first in case you were interested in seeing what the other options would say, but yeah, the second one is asked to explain the divisions again. Yeah, I did think I could handle all of them. Alright, yeah, as you can see, they're all empty, so you can probably switch between anyone you want. Alright. And it's nice that there's 8 of them. Instead of making you pick between two or maybe 3, even maybe 4, rarely in some games where, like, in MMOs, they have different classes you can pick as, or in like in Star Wars, the Old Republic sense, like each you had your basic classes, and then you had to pick between a subclass. It's nice that the game has so many choices for different playstyles. Like if you, let's say in Star Wars, the Old Republic, if you wanted to play a Jedi that had a gun for whatever reason, you can't do that. However, in this game, you can pretty much do that. Basically, you always play the same person. However, you can choose what your class is, which is interesting. Which, again, it's unlike Star Wars: The Old Republic. And I always say that. I mean, Star Trek Online, because in Star Trek Online, you had just the 3 main classes, and that's it. However, the main classes, just determine your abilities. You can actually basically your playstyle could be anything. You can use any gun, use anything with that, and then you got like. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm leaning towards Pathfinders actually, so I can get out there and explore and just plant probes all over the place. That'd be cool. And then you got Interceptors. He's like being on the defense. That's so on Harriers. That's cool if you want to, just go and kill big things. If you want to be big, if you want to be a big hunter, you can do that. Interceptor is good if you just want to kill things every day next to New LA. Pathfinder is good if you want to explore. And you got Reclaimers. Oh, I might be a Reclaimer as well. Oh, look, they also have their own. They also have their own effects, their own bonuses to being one. Okay, must be cool. Basically, similar task with Pathfinders, except unlike Pathfinders, you just search around looking for a piece of wreckage. That'd be interesting. Curators. Oh, that'd be cool too. Just exploring. Just basic exploring, like Pathfinders, where you know where you're going, and you can just have fun on the way. Prospectors, if you want to be a miner, which a lot of people do, especially people that come from space games. Outfitters, what does he do exactly? Earning R&D points and leveling up arms adventure. That's interesting. And we get R&D support, and then mediators. Mediators, if you want to basically be a new LA all the time, which again is not a bad thing. And then outfitters is if you really like researching stuff, I think. Alright, now let's go over the effects. Pathfinders. HP support, which would be good. I usually like my HP support and the actions. Oh, I see what they did. Like these are basically, I think you get normal missions. You can choose where mission you want to go. However, if those missions apply to your faction or to your division more closely, you get the division points, and those division points level up your effects and probably give you new skills. Like Pathfinders, the Pathfinder's main task is to place data probes and expand blades. And for network actions that boost division points, playing data probes, discovering locations, that'd be cool. Division spore effect, HP support, which I will assume that allows me to hit my teammates as well as myself, which is the thing I always like. I always like to be the tank healer, if that makes any sense, or the tank range healer. Basically, I like seeing either on the front lines or the second lines, or just healing myself or my teammates, or doing both. That's what I like to do in RPGs. Mostly in MMOs. And then we got Interceptors. Interceptors' primary duty is to protect the people of the LA from engine threats, actions that boost division points, defeating enemies, completing missions, division support effect, range master, which means that will also be pretty good for me. It will make my gun skills a little bit better. And we got Harriers. The Harriers are in charge of eliminating threats from Mira's most dangerous creatures. Actions that boost division points, defeating tyrants, defeating enemies, division support effect, melee master in case you want to punch everything to death, or not punch everything to death. I don't think you can do that in this game. You want to slice everything to death. And you got Reclaimers. The Reclaimer stat is to locate and retrieve pieces of the wreckage from the right well. Actions that boost division points, recovering old wreckage, playing data probes, division support effect, drop sensor. Curators. Curators are charged with scouting on explored territories and collecting minerals found there. Actions that boost division points, collecting collectibles, defeating tyrants, division support effect, critical master, which probably you get criticals more. Then you got prospectors. Prospectors mainly focus on using frontier nav to mine minerals and resources. Actions that boost division points, mining precious minerals, discovering locations, division support effect, defense support. That probably goes in the same category as chrome armor, basically buffing your allies. Outfitters. Outfitters help the arms manufacturers to develop new weapons and equipment. Actions that boost division points, leveling up arms manufacturers, earning R&D points, division support effect, R&D support. I guess this is good for if you basically get lots of weapons all the time, and level them up. I think that's what that means. Not quite sure. And there's still problems that arise between your residents of New LA. Actions that boost division points, complete missions, training scouted blades. and Division support effect, TP support. Yeah, I guess it's where this is where they get. I guess it's where they get. Like most people in New LA are part of Blade. It's because Blade's just not combat. It's just not their military / maybe research. It's everything. It's their military. It's their research. It's their police. It's their explorers. So yeah, that's what they mean. I guess there's some. I guess like they mentioned, there are civilians, but they must be rare, or they must be uncommon. Becoming and just say in Blade, they just do other things. Basically, they just do other things that Blade does not. Because it doesn't matter how military is. It doesn't matter how militarized the country. They're still going to need civilians that act like civilians, or else it just won't work. So yeah, all right. I mean, I see they don't have anything for food that's food related. So I guess the farmers and whoever works, whatever you call someone that works hydroponics will be like that. The arms manufacturers don't. Arms manufacturers count too, and just other manufacturers, I guess they don't count as a Blade as well. Blade just gets the resources and scouts for them. So yeah, all right. And I thought those signs were companies, and when he said, when he was showing the division logos, I'm like, oh, they're not companies, they're divisions. Get it? Like, you saw Phil in the rest up we just got back from doing that mission, you saw that they had a little sign over there that was a sign of a curator. So yeah, that's interesting. Not quite sure what it's doing there for, unless curator. What curator's good for? Or what they do? I guess that makes sense. I guess that would make sense why the curator signed for that. Maybe that's the resting points per curators. That they set up. So we'll see. All right, but which ones do I want? That's good in general. Let's go from Pathfinders. I really like Pathfinders with HB support. HB support, as well as playing data probe and discovering locations. I do plan on exploring a lot in this series. Interceptors won't be half bad either. Because it's just defeating enemies and complete missions, which is good. Plus Range Master, which would help as well. And then you got. I guess Range Master is not just for weapons; it's also for abilities. But yeah, those are the two I'm going over, man. I remember, like she said, even though it's not the best thing to do, but you can switch in between these however you want or whenever you want. So. I mean, the thing is, what do I want to do with this series? Do I want to do this series as I would normally play, which I would normally play? I'll probably explore a whole lot, around a lot, or do I just want to do combat and just do the main missions? For exploring, Pathfinder is good. For just general missions, that's good. And since I like the HP boost, and I like the HP abilities and the range abilities. Which one do I want? Again, we can change whenever we want. So if I don't like Pathfinders for some reason, I can always switch to Interceptors and vice versa. Then I can go back and just end it here, and then come back next time I play. But then next time I play, I might not remember exactly which one to do. I mean, it has the little description, which is good enough. You know what? Because we are doing support a lot, let's do HP support. So we'll do Pathfinder. Yes, and also we can have fun playing data probes as well as discovering stuff. Which is general exploration. If for some reason if I want to go faster through the series, as there's nothing. Okay, yes, there's a lot of games coming out very soon, or at least not games that are mostly gameplay related, but there are series coming out soon, so I can't get this. So getting this game done, but now that we're in a new year, now that this was the last gaming season, I think I'll just take my time with this game. Unlike what I did with Assassin's Creed Unity, where I rushed it a little bit. I mean, I still took my time. I just didn't do all. I just didn't take as long as I probably should have. So yeah, let's do this. Pathfinders. Pathfinders. Vision spoils the wait.
Then it's settled?
Yep, for right now at least. Tell her that's settled or choose a different one. You know what? Let's do it. I confirm.
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
All right.
Congrats. And welcome.
There you go. Good to be here.
I know you're gonna do great.
Yep. Let's do this. Or let's do it.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks.
Alright. Let's roll that cloth.
Nelson's team has gone missing.
Right.
Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
That's not good.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
Yeah.
Alright, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Yeah, we'll do that next time. Yeah, story mission. Chapter 3. Client Van Ham. Classification Blade Barracks. Summary. Search for Nelson's missing team in southeast Primordia. Rewards 100. 100. That. And also 20,000 monies. Storage probe. Alright. Let's do this. So I'm saying that we can store stuff in random probes. Alright, fine. Chapter 3, Builders of a Legacy. Eleanor's advice. Play services, you're officially a Blade. Congrats. Becoming one of us grants you the access to a variety of services, including the shop terminal, the AM terminal, the mission control, and more. Some services are still off limits at the moment, but I'll be back to you on those later. All right. Such help. I mean, I did not read that yet. What did you say? Emma's advice: fast travel. Ever wish you could zip straight back to a place you visited? Well, that's why we have fast travel. It allows you to instantly return to significant landmarks, as well as any frontier map sites that may have data probes installed. Just access the segment map to use it. All right. Lynn's advice. Supporting arms manufacturers. Arms manufacturers at AM support us from the sidelines by developing new weaponry and gear. By utilizing their services, you can support them too. Or let's try again. You can support them too. Head to the AM terminal in the Armory Alley to learn more about working with the AM to make new gear, alright? Alright, but just like last time, we'll just turn around and that works. Also, I'm gonna save after I record. After I finish recording, alright. Keep it unlocked. And too bad there is still getting the score or your profile or whatever PlayStation has. Does PlayStation have a score where you can check other people's achievement progress? You can see how much achievements they have locked. Because I know they got trophies of different colors, but do they have a different score? I don't know. I'm still into the PlayStation system. Still into the PlayStation system, so I don't think they do that. I don't think you can check someone else's profile, either a friend or a random person online, see how much gamer score they have, which pertains to achievements, which I know for a fact Nintendo does not have. So yeah, but anyway, thanks for watching. I do appreciate you watching on this session or these videos means a lot to me. Also, not to me to leave a comment. Do try to show they're interested in the series, like what you do next, because there's lots of stuff for me to do next. Or if I'll play Xenoblade Chronicles X and or Cross in general, even if I don't tips, comment to people that deal with them. And the next time I'll probably look around Blade HQ, look at the new stuff, and then we'll set out on the mission. And while we're doing that, since we are a Pathfinder, we're going to be in this series we're going to be exploring stuff. Whether or not I set out just for I set out on the journey just to explore Mira or not, that remains to be determined. But we're going to be exploring stuff a whole lot. We're going to just do what we did as we've been doing in the series, as we have just been exploring wherever it behooves me to explore. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. I mean, I can always, if I feel like I need to rush the series, which I don't think I need to, because it's the spring, and we all know, or it's not the spring yet, but it's the late winter, and then it's gonna be the spring, and as we all know, not a lot of games coming out then. I mean, like the only games that are on my radar that I can do official series of, let me look. is Mirror's Edge Catalyst, which is coming out February 23rd, and that's next month. So yeah. So get that time to finish this Fallout, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I'll probably work harder on. I probably work, you know, if I'm gonna rush anything, I probably rush Assassin's Creed Syndicate, get that done, because I know, you know, Assassin's Creed Syndicate's only those games are only what 10-20 hours. Like they're usually like 12, 13, 15 hours tops. If you don't do everything, the thing those games last 20-30 hours. But if you don't do everything, just do the main mission or some side quests, those games last around 12 hours. Unlike Fallout, which who knows how long Fallout 4 lasts. I guess I don't think anyone has completed it yet, or at least no one on camera has completed it yet, or at least I don't think so. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, if you finish Fallout 4 and basically what I'm going, the thing about Fallout 4 for me is I'm going to take my sweet time with that game. I'm going to do exactly what I've been doing this series, just taking my time. And same thing I did with Fallout 3. I'm going to just take my time and just finish it when we finish it, because there's no big rush, especially that game, since everyone's playing that. However, no one's playing Xenoblade Chronicles, so I'll hurry. If I'm going to hurry up either on Fallout 4 or Xenoblade, I'm going to hurry up on Xenoblade, because Xenoblade, you know, not many people are doing Xenoblade. So yeah, you kind of need, you kind of need to hurry up on this, but anyway. And then also need to do Just Cause 3, which I'll get to eventually. But I still want to do the first two games. What I'll probably do with Just Cause 3 is I'll do Just Cause 1 and 2 during Just Cause 3. Because I do want to do Just Cause 1 and 2. I've been wanting to. I should have done that instead of Fallout 3 when I did Fallout 3, but oh well. I don't know many regrets about this channel, but that's maybe one of them. Although it turned out to be great for my Fallout 4 series. There's some backwards material for my character in Fallout 3, but that's about it. Alright, and then also we got... Oh yes, and also I'm probably going to be starting my Mirror's Edge playthrough, but that is like an 8-hour game, I know that. Or around an 8-hour game on 360. I might say it's at the... it's 5:31 right now. We'll start that after this. I'm not quite sure. We'll see. If I'll start it either Monday or Tuesday, depending, and I'll do Fallout 4 and Assassin's Creed Syndicate with that. Alright, but anyway, so that'll do it for this video, and I guess see you in a second.